I don't think it's even about confidence. I just do it because um, I actually don't. I don't have any fear of anything anymore because I remember before Halima passed away, I would be nervous if ever I had to speak or do something like this, or have a meeting with a senior person, or I mean, I debated with Tony Blair on stages, and I was on Newsnight and Radio 4 regularly with in my job um, at, before Halima passed away, and I was the night before she passed away. I was speaking at the Global Peace and Unity event in London at the XL with an audience of 20,000 people, and Halima was there on the front row, waving at me and that sort of thing, and but I was really nervous every time I had to do something, whereas now I don't get nervous. And I think it's because maybe having faced my worst fear, what could possibly scare me? And I think there was a switch, and 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 so it's not about having to build up my confidence or anything. It's just the having to that urge to kind of that need to solve a problem, which I love doing. And what's happened with Gift Wellness is it started with those women in the refugee camps, which led into the products, which led into the whole environmental issues as well as addressing period poverty. And then, and then it led into kind of women's rights as well, and asking questions, why are we still having, in the lockdown, that's what I was thinking about. Have we not moved forward? Why are we just reacting, still having to react to these issues? In an age where we can talk about everything else, every other kind of issue is on the table, every kind of sexuality and every kind of, racial issue and everything. Everyone is trying to project who they really are, and yet women are still being held back 100 years after we got the vote. Simply because they menstruate or because of our reproductive systems. And so that has led into a whole new range of products. And so we've got a product called the Period Gift Box, which is something that parents buy for their daughters to get them ready for when they start their periods or when they've just started their periods, so that they don't have a traumatic experience, so it doesn't hold them back at school. And it has lots of comforting things and information for all the family in it, and products, obviously, and chocolate, obviously, and things like that, and aromatherapy oils, and lots of lovely things that make them happy. And it's a gift box with a bow and everything, and that's doing really well. People are getting it. But the next thing is, okay, so girls in schools, that's that problem sort of starting to get addressed with the period gift box. What about women in the workplace? And our new product that's in development at the moment is addressing the rights of women, the reproductive rights of women in the workplace, and other people who menstruate in the workplace, and trying to create a more, in the case of periods, a period-friendly workplace, so women don't have to hide the fact that they are menopausal or menstrual or have other, reproductive issues. So there's a whole load of work to do still, and so it's not about confidence. It's about what needs to be done next, like, you know, in a natural, progressive way. What's the next step? What's the next thing that needs to be done then?